Welcome to Superfast Tortoise. Please enjoy the show.
Superfast Tortoise is here to stay, make way. MTG3 showcasing magic to gallery cards all day. He'd be playing video games, rocking it out to the viewers. Nothing the subscribers. He dominates the MTG scene, tap out, tap out. The dream is quickly growing into an empire for sure. Shell shock, go the Tortoise way. With lightning speed, he's ruling the game, no one can compare. He's got the moves, the strategies, and the flair. Superfast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shell shock, go the Tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play. Superfast Tortoise is here to stay, make way. MTG3.
Hey everybody, welcome to Superfast Tortoise. Just trying out a whole new setup, a different setup. I'm playing with something different today. Yes, playing with something different today. Yeah, yo. We got people in chat. We got Cosmic Seeds. Cosmic Seeds, what's up? We got Lone Wolf. Whoop whoop. How's it going? Glad to see you here. Yeah, you guys rock. You guys rule. I'm just wanting to play around. I wanted to see how this looks. But hold on. Let's see how this looks. Alright. Let me fix this end. That's why I'm playtesting. There you go. That's better. Playing around. See, this is a live image off the internet. This card. Right? This card's a live image off the internet. You're like, what? And I'd be like, yeah. Like, for example, you see that translate? Let's scroll down. And go boop. I changed the card. Well, thank you. Yeah, sup TCG dude. What's up? But yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. Because I got magic cards. I like magic content. We all like magic content. Yeah, new show idea. Not a morning show idea, because I can't invite people on the here, but it's like a new show idea for the show. Going live, whatever. Like, here's what I got going on. So I got this view. Like, here's my play area. Here's a cool little binder James Willis sent me. And I could go through boom, cards like this. Be like, look, this is my trade binder. I got a Dark Depths, got Niv Mizzet Supreme, Korvold, Niv Mizzet, right? No, my lord. This getting in the way. Alright. Got cool stuff, right? I can show stuff here. Like so. Like I got Urza, Prince of Krug, Ugin, Ineffable. That's right. Hey, what's the Ugin Blissful? Oh. Ugin is actually pretty good. For a deck I have, I should say. Just random cards I like. But I could be, let's see, let's look at, let's find an interesting card. Alright. Kasla. Let's look at Kasla. That's right. I look up Kasla. I can go over to, where is it? I need to figure this out. Right, and I can show this place. You have double audio. Double audio. Hold on. Do I have double audio on this scene? Because it's not showing I should. Hold on, let me figure this out. Ah, yeah, look at this. So, yeah, so I should not have double audio now. Do I sound good? Can you hear me? So double audio would become through here. This is why we're testing, having fun. Because the little screen at the bottom here with me and the logo, that has an audio source, and I had it blue open. Yeah. Cosmic Seeds. That's right. So is the double audio gone? Alright. But like, yeah, we got some good stuff. Good stuff going on. So I'm thinking, what if I did a show where I'm going through cards on the table, like this? Or maybe if I'm doing a trade with a friend, and they're like, what's that card? And I could be like, that's Eliwick Tumblestrom. Then I can go over here. Be like, there's a closer up of the card. You know, I can talk about cards in my collection. You know, be like, oh, I have this card here. This card does this. Like Eliwick Tumblestrom costs 2 generic, 2 green, 4 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Eliwick. It's +1, venture into the dungeon. If you're doing a dungeon deck, that's pretty good. Neg 2, look at the top 6 cards of your library. May reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. If it's legendary, you gain 3 life. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Then you got Neg 7, where you get an emblem with creatures of control. Gain trample haste and get +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon you've completed. You know? Thinking like a little live show type doohickey. Like this. Could be fun. Going from here to here. Yeah. Ooh, Dragonlord Jamoka. Nice. Esoteric Duplicator. Alright, that's not the card I'm thinking of. Got one with the machine. Draw cards equal to. Alright, yeah, I can show what's going on. Yeah. Well, this binder thing's gonna. What's up, Hillbilly? What's up? Boom. You play Tiny Leaders for information? I have no idea what Tiny Leaders. Isn't that the 3 mana commander version? Commander setup? Yeah. Some really awesome cards. Yeah. Yep. What's this? That's on the other end. Get a treasure map. Got an Arid Mesa for trade. Oh, hello. Got an Arid Mesa for trade. Whoa. Arid Mesa. Shock, fetch land. Yeah. Got some really cool stuff. Got a Stasis I just dare not use because it's so oppressive. Not banned in standard. Not banned in commander, I don't think. Right? But like, Got some fun cards. One of my favorite little cards here is the Cedrus the Trader King. Right? You're like, that's a Cedrus? The Trader King? I'm like, yes, it is. Like, let me get a closer look at that, right? Like, let me get a closer look at that. We need Eon Hub to skip that. Nice. Like, here's a closer look. That's Cedrus the Trader King. And you're like, well, that looks pretty cool. Yeah. But then there's a blown up version of it that you can read easier. Yeah. Now that I'm at the live part, I was paused for driving. Ah, yeah. Drive safe for sure. It's I'm going to scan more cards soon. Nice. It says, I love stasis. You need Eon Hub for skipping the upkeep. Yeah. It's true. Gotta unmask. Yeah. Cool zombie. The zombie's cool. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about on screen. I'm like, you can't see my binder. But yeah, Cedrus Trader King is pretty cool. I got that in foil. It's pretty cool. Let's see. But like, I can go here and be like, if I know the name of the card, pop it up like that. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right? It says, I'm a fly on the wall. I can see everything. It's funny. Yeah, so I'm just playing around with that idea. Because, like, what's going on? So, it's the goal to do live trading. The goal is to make sure I have a functional setup. And I will trade with friends eventually. But I don't know if live trading will be it. Like, it would be easy because on here I can't, unless someone's collection is digital, I can't see what they have. But that could be something in the future. If someone has like a website type thing, I could do live trading thing that way. But yeah, but like, let me give you an example. You go to the playmat view. Yeah, Edge of Eternities, right? You got cards in here. So I can have a table. Oops, sorry for bumping you. Boop. So I got like cards in here, and I can go through cards, sort through cards, like a Stelly Reclaimer, Alchemy's Charm, Weapons Manufacturing, which I heard was a good card, Rust Harvester, Sunset Saboteur, Devastating Onslaught, Genomorph Imago, which is a good landfall card. You got a foil Ice-Till Explorer, Loading Zone, Quantum Riddler, which is I heard is like a $20 card, Starwinder, and a cool Lotus Field. Now, with this, I'm like, this is the highlight of the card. right? I can go crazy. So I was like, let me get a closer look to that card. I'm like, okay, let's get a closer look. And there's a closer look at Lotus Field. Look at that. So it's all about playing, getting used to it, forming the idea. I understand now. I need to do a couple test streams like this as well. Lord knows I have all the equipment I need. Just have to learn to pilot my station. Right, exactly. Piloting the station. Because I got... until I get a computer with more USB ports, I could do an ultimate stream. Then, where I can go to video games, but now I can't. But... yeah. So this is a fix to where I can talk about cards I have. Like, for example, when I'm in this view, my cool D20, going through cards, so I'd be like, look, there's Ice Tiller Explorer, and someone's like in chat, oh, I want that. Or I'm looking for one of those, and if it's available, I could be like, well, hit me up in Discord, you know? And I know Hillbilly would be like, I'm going to hit you up in Discord. So he'd be like that. Because I know Hillbilly's looking to get a couple of these cards, like Loading Zone and Ice Tiller. Oh, yeah. It's pretty fun. Like I need to come up with an idea. I just need to make sure it works. Because, like, having this top-down view is really good for having fun, playing with cards. Then talk about this card right here. This card. And when I'm done with the card, I can be like, bloop, look, it's gone. It's gone. Where did it go? Bloop. That's right there. Don't worry. That card didn't go anywhere. You know, it's pretty chill. You know, I need to organize some cards for reals. And I figured something like this would be fun if I'm organizing cards and people want to see a card this big right here. They'd be going crazy over it. Like, they want to see a card, read it. Like, if the camera up, the camera over here, is not reading it very well, I can pop it up for a clear image here. Yes. So, yeah. Because I want to do, like, I want to be able to go through some jank cards I got, organize them, separate them by color, put them together. I want to be able to organize my collection live. That's one of the things I want to do, is organize my collection live. People see trade, like friends of the channel trade. Because I'm not going to trade with strangers. I'm going to trade with friends of the channel, you know, whenever I do trades. It's going to be epic sauce. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty cool view, right? Because this channel I use here, I use to record my NTG3 videos. But just adding the card segment can help me record videos differently as well. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool just testing it, filling it out for another show idea. Indeed. Another time to lag, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, see. I got this box just full of tortoise tokens. Yeah. I mean, I could do deck techs, right? I can do a deck tech on Dog Meat Ever Loyal and post key cards right here. It's pretty chill. I gotta love it. Posting key cards, indeed. Like I could transfer. I go from playmat view, right? When recording, like take out some cards. Right? I'm just doing an example. Like take some cards out on the table and I'll be like, here's Quetzal, some basic lands, Mage Slayer. I can be like, here's Swiftfoot Boots, Mage Slayer, and I can talk about Swiftfoot Boots being key in the deck, Mage Slayer being a secret tech that people forget exists from the Shards of Allura block. You're right. Then I can be like, let's get a closer look at this. Alright, I go here, and I go, let's get a closer look at this and talk about Mage Slayer, right? I'm like, yeah, Mage Slayer is a key card for getting a big creature big, because whenever an equipped creature attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker it's attacking. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I like it. So the setup gives me the ability to do a couple things. Maneuver around. Yes. So I'd be like, an obvious include in this deck, an obvious include in this particular deck that a lot of people won't play in a regular deck is Colossification. Now the artwork I'm showing you is different. There we go. Find the artwork right there. Yeah. Yeah, that Mage Slayer is awesome. Damage on attack, not combat. Damage connecting. Yeah, that's right. That is pretty good. It is a really secret tech. People like, well, I'll play it and just play it on the battlefield, and people will be like, okay, it's there. And I'm like, okay, when I attack, or I'm going to combat and I attack, and before damage, I'm doing this straight to your face. You know, then when I'm here, I could be like, another card that's really good in this deck is Starfall Invocation. Just random card. How's it been using both OBS and StreamYard? Any noticeable issues or benefits of one or the other? Yes. TCG dude. The biggest benefit to StreamYard is I can easily pop up websites on screen. Like, easily. Like, I can share a website on screen and share what I'm looking at. Like we did earlier today on the morning show, where we looked at the Spider-Man set, and we looked at the Secret Lair cards and stuff. It's easy to do that. It's so easy. I don't have to do a lot of work to get that up. I just go to the website, go to a share screen button, share the screen, select the screen I want to share, and it pops up. And I can make it big. I can keep it smaller. When on OBS, in order to show a website, like this card is live from Scryfall, right? I had to manually input this, size the screen up perfectly to go where I wanted to go. So StreamYard is all about the convenience. Plus, on StreamYard, I can invite people onto the stream, right? On OBS, I'd have to get people to go to like Ninja or I could use StreamYard and manually input everybody every morning to the show. So based on how many people are there, like 2 people, 4 people, 5 people, right? I'd have to manually update everything different, where StreamYard does that easily. StreamYard is more for the acceptable conversational talk, where OBS is a lot easier for a single user. And so the what you do is different. OBS, you can do a lot more in OBS than you can do on StreamYard, but you got to do the manual work and put everything into it and all the research. StreamYard is easy to use, but it doesn't go as in depth. Like, for example, this is, you can't see me, but this is my spell table scene. This is the live website feed up here with the scrolling prices of cards. The live sub count is live. That's also website live. You can't do that on StreamYard. My logo is on here. This slideshow's on here. The whole green frame stuff is separately how to put into it. I can design the layout of a show. This little graphic at the bottom I had to manually put in myself and make. And like, yeah. OBS is more customizable than StreamYard. And you can do a lot with StreamYard, but you can't do as much as you can do on OBS. Here is my video game scene. Like, I can animate this a little. And there's like, I got the subscribe button on the side. I got the animated frame around it where it changes colors. Right? Alright, and you can't see that because I forgot. Then here I got this scene, which is just me, with sub count and chat on the side. Then I got this large count right here. So this large picture of me with the sub count and the graphics. Then I got this scene right here with the card. And the playmat scene. Now I can't do this very easily on StreamYard because my cameras are weird. Because both my cameras have the same name. I don't know if that has to do with it. But like StreamYard has a hard time reading multiple cameras on one computer. Probably because of the same name, or they use the same drivers. It's interesting. So this way I can definitely use the difference in how this works, right? How this acts, right? So I get to manipulate the things. I get to customize things, right? Like on the top here, where my finger's covering, I got this logo that transfers between different logos and MTG3 for my recording. Yeah. So you definitely have different uses for StreamYard and OBS. OBS is definitely better to get accustomed to, especially if you're just doing single user things. Now you can create a whole podcast system on your OBS, but you got to set it up every time. Yep, like you got to set it up every time. It's got to be perfect. You got to control the amount of viewers, or not viewers, control the amount of people on your broadcast to make sure it's perfect every day, or you got to set it up every time you use it. Where StreamYard does that automatically. StreamYard's really good for the live show. The live show where I can invite guests. A guest can leave without ruining the show, like the visibility of the show. Like on OBS, someone left the show, the screen would go turn black, and now you just got this whole thing that's black and like a black screen, and you gotta like press an eyeball to hide it, and everything else stays the same, so everything looks off balance. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, if that makes sense. Did I go too much into it? Try to explain it the best of my efforts. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm testing around. Streamlabs, you can have more than one person on the stream. Yep. I'm pretty sure. But remember last time you were doing that on Streamlabs, you had issues getting the people right on screen. Because Streamlabs started messing up for you. StreamYard is just so much easier to work with. I mean, Restream is easy to work with too, but yeah. But like OBS is for the single player user mainly. I mean, Hillbilly, I could have multiple people on OBS, what I was explaining earlier, but you got to manually input it every time. I think it's the same way with Streamlabs. You got to manually put it in and set it up before you go live. StreamYard, you can just accept people throughout the time. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I remember. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Just chilling. All four of you are watching. You rock, you roll. Thank you for liking the stream. For those who like the stream, if you're new to the channel, want to see where this live is going in the future of the channel, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Because I plan on doing a little more with what I got. Yeah. Because I need to evolve the channel a little bit. You know, like I love what I do, but I need to evolve the channel a little bit for sure. It's crazy. Crazy. I mean, the setup is pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Like, if I had one more USB port, I could do live gaming at the same time, too. I could play live video games. But I do not. I do not. Oh. Well, what you guys thinking? What's on your thoughts? Got any questions for the tortoise? Just tune back in. Did you even hear my explanation between OBS and StreamYard? Real Wiz! What's up, big dog? What's up? What's up, Real Wiz? Yeah. Following the channel is important for sure. Perhaps you could explore more VODs, ask traditional videos. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, being able to do different VODs, different recordings for sure. Heard most of it, sorry. Was sending off the missus to lunch. Ah, yeah, I get that. It's important. So, yeah, StreamYard is more for having guests on the show. And it's easier to interact with viewing websites, where in OBS you got to set everything up manually beforehand. Heal Arena Lives like Hillbilly. Oh, I could do Arena Lives like Hillbilly. Could net you some more watchers. More watchers. Well, that's the problem. Real Wiz, I don't do much with Arena. I want to do more with real cards and stuff like that. Which Arena's fine. I could do an Arena stream. I'd have to get everything set back up. Backwoods Collector! Just planting those trees so you don't have to. Appreciate you for stopping by. You rock, you roll. But anyways, I only have one deck on Arena. I don't have mini decks. I have one deck on Arena. And I'll be playing the same deck over and over again. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But I'm trying to figure out what I like to do. I like real Magic cards. I like real interactions on Magic cards, with Magic cards. I like posting stuff like that, yeah. Ooh, indeed, OBS gives you a lot of freedom, but adding guests is a hassle. StreamYard is a great platform for talking about head contact. Yeah, that's right. Says, I understand that, but you're like doing stuff online. Might as well make the most of it. Oh, dude. I understand where you're coming from, but between life and chores, I get to do what I get to do. An arena isn't very free to play, I understand. Well, I got a lot of cards and stuff, but I just don't really interact with arena. Everybody's like, I got 100 decks right now. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Catch up. On arena. 100 decks on arena. Yep. Spitball. No, it's not a bad idea, really. This is not bad. That's gotta fit. It gotta fit Magic into where it fits into my lifestyle. Yeah. So I'm done flooring. Yeah, I just don't really care for arena myself. I watch arena content when it comes to friends. I support Hillbilly. You know, support Bruvac or other people who, you know, who are involved with the community. I support them while I watch their stuff and engage with their stream. But I like Magic as in paper. Can't afford paper as much as I used to back in the day, but it's nice now. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. New hat attack. Look, I switched hats live. What the heck happened? Jurassic Park went out for turtles? I don't get it. Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club? Could do reaction videos. Yeah, well, that's true. I don't know how viable that is, huh? FYI, the Comet pop-up look cool, but are too small to read on mobile, if that matters to you. Well, that's just on this screen particularly, Tisha Dude. Watch. Like here it's bigger. And here it's bigger. Here it's bigger. Yeah. Yeah, the size of the Comet TCG Dude is just to fit the narrative of the scene. Yeah. He was blind there for a moment. I took him out. You're funny. Ruiz. Yep, I've been debating on that. My mill guy has success in the Magic space with that. That's right. He's like, oh, I see. Yeah, yep. Then, most of my core audience, as I learned through my analytics, watch me on the big screen too. Not saying everybody. It's core audience, like most of the people. Which is crazy, because who wants to see this on a 70-inch TV? Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. I thought I should. No, I appreciate it. Right? Yeah, I try fitting it where it fits nicely. Right, PC or TV viewing. Yep. I get that. Mobile's a little bit hard to see. I get that. I understand that too. But yeah, chill-tastic. So I can't wait to do a whole live. Let me get it right. Actually, YouTube is rising in popularity on TV. I forgot the stat, but it's getting to Netflix levels. Yeah. I'm still waiting on that 70-inch TV you promised me. I don't promise you nothing. But yeah, like, let me go to the playmat view. Like, look at this. Oh, I got a Storm Shriek Pharaoh. Got a Dragonback Assault. What? Lands. The cards. Apparently these are not the cards I was looking for. Alright. My available rares from the Tarkir Dragonstorm box. We got Fanekeeper's Familiar, which I love. Counter spells on a creature. But it's destroy target enchantment or counter target creature spell. Love it. Gain 3 life, surveil 3. Got Kishla Vantage. Dalkavin Encampment. Crouching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. When dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to your hand. Yep. Taigisha Master. Something. Taigam Master. Winter Night Stories. 2 of them. 1 foil. Disker Island Dragon. Baronstep Siege. Flamehold Grappler. Inspired Ultimatum Full Art. Holy cow, look at that. Flamehold Grappler. Anafenza and Yielding Lineage. Sage of the Skies foil. Sibsig Ceremony. Sibsig Ceremony's alternate art. Kasari Revenant. Sinkhole Surveyor. Sidisi Regent of Mire. Sidisi Regent of Mire foil. Stadium Headliner. Corey Steelcutter. Magmatic Hellkite. Magmatic Hellkite. I got 2 of those. I need to put one of these in my drawing deck. Revival of the Ancestors. Revival of the Ancestors full art. Severance Priest. Feloth, Dawn of the Abzan. Zurgo, Thunder's Decree. Thunder of Unity. Thunder of Unity full art. Thunder of Unity regular. And Mardu Siegebreaker. Somewhere I got a Magmatic Hellkite that's special arted, I thought. But yeah. I need to put Magmatic Hellkite in my deck, in my dragon deck, because I need to be able to destroy some land. Yeah. Just go get it. 12% of all TV viewing is on YouTube, according to the April 2025 report. That's crazy. Cool, I watch most YouTube on my Roku TV and use my phone to type. Right? That's what my wife does a lot. Jiju, Roku for the win. The Roku! Alright, Ryan! Hello. So, I get to explain this once again. Hell yeah. So, Ryan, let me take you back. So, say I start a show like this. I'm like, ooh, look, this is a show. This is a show. I'm talking about cards. Well, I want to go through cards. Maybe this show is just a hangout session where I'm going through cards. And maybe I'm looking for a card. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a Colossification in my collection. Here's what that card looks like. Right? Then I can pull out a random stack of cards like this. And I'd be like, oh, I'm looking through cards, sort them out by land, non-land, 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 non-land. And I'm like, oh, look, there's a cool full art card. Let's put that there. And, so on and so forth. And I can go through my beloved list of cards here. My 2 Magmatic Hellkites right there. I could check out this idea, and I'm like, oh, look at this magnetic Hellkite. And I'm like, magnetic Hellkite is so cool. And I can pop it up on screen like this and be like, hey, look at this card here. This card I have in my collection. I'm possibly trading it or doing such and such a thing, or maybe I have a conversation about magnetic Hellkite, like, oh, look at this card, 2 mana, 2 red, 4/5, flying. When this creature enters, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. This controller searches the library for a basic land card, it puts onto the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it, then shuffles. And I'm like, this is a really good card. It's really good in Commander because, you know, people will be playing Glacial Chasm as an annoyance, and you need to be able to get rid of that card for a turn. This card is good for that. You need to upgrade your decks by running Magnetic Hellkite to get rid of that pesky land, you know, and talk about that. Or then as I go through cards, like random cards, maybe I stumble upon Sidisi card. Let's look. Like say I'm looking up Sidisi. And I'm like, well, look, Sidisi Regina Meyer. This card is in my random collection. It's a generic and a black. You tap, sacrifice a creature you control with mana value X other than Sidisi. Return target creature card with mana value X or +1 from that graveyard to the battlefield. Activate as a sorcery. I'd be like, oh, look, that card was in my collection. This is a good card right here. This is a good card. You know, and I could be going through the collection, edit the video down if I'm recording, because I can record on OBS. You can record on OBS, for those who might not know. Or you can have a cat in your background like this, like that, like that, like that, right? And I'm messing with the cat. Decentering layering with the setup with clear visible cards while showing yourself. Not bad as a setup. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm trying to form a whole idea. Like my whole vision is not complete. I'm working on the setup to complete an idea. You know, because I don't want to, like, I could just do what some people do and just be like, oh, here's a card. Let's go through cards. Well, here's a card. Well, I'd like to go through physical card. I got some cards I want to organize, and I think I could do it this way and organize the cards in a certain manner, or go through cards through the playmat view. I can go through cards this way and like organize cards this way. You can watch me organize, but when you see a card that's particular, right? When you see a card that's particular, well, check this out. I don't know if I want to do that, but let me check. Trying to figure out something in here. Oh, no, I don't know if I can do that way. So you can use OBS Studio to create 2 window captures that alternate between them, so you can search for other card in Scryfall while showing off the other, then toggle visibility between the layers, right? Like, well, you know, I could also do this. I could also do the same thing. Could also pop it up here. And pop it up here too. But like, look at that. But I don't know if I want this in the same vein as looking up these cards. You know? I like to have a little symmetric things, but I can do something like that. Pretty cool. It's really cool. I like it. And I appreciate you guys stopping in and saying hi. Yeah. It's really cool what you can do on OBS. I got a cat right here. In the Scryfall, so you can click on cards and they load in the preview, gives you a clean way to demonstrate physical decks. That's right. Not Scryfall, spell tables. What? Using spell tables so you can click on cards when they load, and the preview gives you the clean way to demonstrate physical text. Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. If I do the same thing, like as I do with this card on Scryfall, highlight the card I'm looking at, like pop it up on the side. I'd have to play with that idea because I don't know how soluble that is. The only thing I do not like about that idea, is like how much real estate a card like this, even if it's smaller, like this card, even if it's smaller, takes up real estate from the viewing window in Spell Table. But I like the idea. I'm an OBS fan myself, but I don't really do the guessing. Recently installed the Streamlab plug, so I'm learning that. Ooh, good luck with that backwards. That's gonna be fun to learn. The plug. Yeah, I had to install a Chrome attachment to do the pop-up chat. So there's a lot of learning. I had to learn how to do this card prompt thing, so I can be do. Trying to look up thinking of a cool card. So I can be like Wasteland. Yeah. So many cool different ways. And like when I'm usually on this thing, like if I'm transferring me cards I want to show people the website I'm using or whatever, I can hide it. Yeah, that's pretty chill. Because I got some cards I want to go through, and I'm thinking about doing this way, where I can talk to the chat like right here, go through cards, show the table view between the views. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. That coffee's all gone, sadly. Recently started uploading videos myself, so I'm kind of learning the process. All these streamers I catch give some motivation to make content. Oh yeah, it's always fun making content. Like, it's always a learning curve. It's the want and willingness to do it. Because some ideas, this is my bit of advice to you. Some ideas that you might have translate to a lot of work on the computer. A lot of research to figure out how to, like, this little window gadget was simple, but it took me a bit to find out the exact way to do it. But like, you got to recently started uploading videos myself. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Like learning this, I'll start reading your comment again. But like, I had to learn how to install this chat pop-up like this. Yeah. Almost a good way to do card of the day. Well, I cannot do this particular thing, the ability on StreamYard. I can't do this on StreamYard. This is OBS specific. I mean, that'd be cool if I could do that like on StreamYard. But StreamYard would probably have to do a lot of work before going into that realm. But yeah. So, yeah. So, know your ideas. All your ideas are doable that you have in your mind. But, yeah. MTG Obsession! Shout out. Shout out. MTG Obsession. MTG Obsession. It's been a while since I've been obsessive about MTG Obsession. I'm kidding. But hey, I see. I'm so happy that you're here. Just checking out while I'm testing things out. Yeah. Feldy! Feldy! I was trying to catch your stream, Billy. I'm in Vegas at the moment, so the timing is all off. In Vegas, partying it up. Is it your anniversary time? Yeah, celebrating anniversary in Vegas, partying it up. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out something. Do you know who created the Jurassic Park logo? I can't remember the guy's name, but he copied the iconic T-Rex from an encyclopedia from a museum and turned it into the logo. This right here is the first edition book, the first official edition that was out to the public. And that design came from an encyclopedia. He traced it out of there. Yeah. No, I'm here for the morbid stuff, but supporting the fam. Oh, you're there going through the Halloween stuff, like the Halloween. Chip Kid. All right. Nice. Chip Kid. He's an incredibly awesome guy. I got to meet him and hang out with him once. Nice. That is awesome, Feldy. To hang out with a graphic designer. That's really cool. I think that's awesome. He does so many iconic book covers. Yeah, like I remember when book covers were done by painting, people would hire models, people off the street that had like supernatural looks and paint them and put them on there. No, Mom, who passed away Thanksgiving last year, her B-Day was this past Saturday, so I came out to support the family. Oh, all right. Well, sorry that happened. Yes, I remember that happened, but I'm sorry that happened. That's pretty positive that you're doing that. But I know, like Las Vegas, California, and Florida are also doing the haunted attractions right now. So that's what I meant. That's what I thought when you said the morbid stuff. All right. The morbid. Blue. Yeah. That's cool. Chillax, relax. Paula Shearer and him are my heroes. Paula Shearer did the Flying Guitars record cover and the Citibank logo. Oh, nice. I honestly couldn't tell you all the logos I created in my lifetime. I could show you some logos I did. Not here easily, but I could show you some logos I did that I made for some people. But yeah. It's all good. I love Halloween. Well, if you love Halloween while you're out there, check out some of the haunted attractions. Spook yourself. But yeah. I did some fun stuff. It's like, do it. See, I don't do as great a job as some people, but let's see. Alright, let's get out of this scene. Alright. Image. I think I'll show you the funnest browse. Yeah, where is Pittsburgh Picker? No. Where's the logo? Alright, here we go. This is... The guy's no longer a YouTuber that I know of, but this is his logo I designed for him. The gold is brighter than it looks on here. Shoot, you do a fantastic job. What are you talking about? Thank you, Mrs. Hillbilly. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite logos I've done. He's like, nice. Yep. I'm popping up your chat like you can see it, but there's a big picture popping up. So, like, it was one of my simple designs. I found a font that worked, a free font. But I played it with multi-layers because there's 3 layers in here. You got a background layer to the Pittsburgh picker. You got a middle ground layer where the gradient comes in, and you got a front layer, a top layer, where I cut out the state of Pennsylvania out of the top layer to change the texture, so Pennsylvania was fit in there. And I purposely aligned it where Pittsburgh is near the P in this open space. Yeah. Yeah, but he says, I'm a pro and I do logo and thumbnails. I'm okay. I'm not a pro. But I do pretty good because I did study it. Dang it, I was hoping to argue with you. But yeah. But then... And here's a simple logo I did. Here's a simple logo I did for an old friend who's no longer around doing YouTube stuff. Is Moxfire? Yeah. I like why Spider-Man set sucks. I like why the Spider-Man set sucks. And why does Superman, the new movie, sucks? I don't know. But then we got... Hold on. Riblets, where are you? Now the coolest logo I think I've done. Apparently is freaking huge. No. Alright, Ninja Chat. Stay there. I'll lock you down. You're not locked down. No, right? You're so big. So this is the one I did for my wife. Yeah. So yeah, that's the logo I did for my wife. For her channel, for her fun. Riblets are a piece of steak, but she likes frogs. She loves frogs, and frogs are jokingly known as ribbits, or they do ribbits. That's the way they sound. So we did Riblets Gaming. Yeah. He's like so big. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Riblets Gaming has a really cool logo. I like it. I like it a little bit more than mine sometimes. Yeah. I like hers a little bit more than mine because hers is less complicated. But, yeah. Like, the cool thing about our logo is if I want to go to, I got the file source redid. So if I wanted to change the colors, I can. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And so those are some of the logos I did. But like, I've done some company logos back in the day. Small companies, like starter company logos. Not as cool looking as like some of the logos I did on YouTube. YouTube's been my funnest graphic design venture ever. Because when you work for a company, you got to do it their way. You got your creative resources, and you got to get your creativeness, you know. Me likey, thank you. Yeah, you got to get your creativeness approved by them. Where on YouTube, people usually approve of this your creativity more away because usually it's either free or cheap, or you're doing it as a volunteer gig. Small logos from startups like Starbucks. No, like I'm talking about like homegrown logos, like for brick and mortar stores locally when I lived in Utah and stuff like that. I did very few of them, to be honest, but I did a couple. I was also one time I was granted the idea to do a school's mascot. I didn't like what I did because it was a spider. When I was at a school that didn't have a mascot. When I was in high school, and I did a tarantula logo from, because there was miniature tarantulas where they lived, like where you can find some, and didn't like the idea. The tarantulas were a mascot idea, but they asked me if I'd like to design one, so I went for it. Then I tried it. Then I got very adventurous. Tried redesigning my school's mascot from a weird looking bee mascot to a cool looking one, and that didn't fly well because they didn't want to put money into it. I'm like, you son of a gun. So when you're creative, you do creative things. One thing I need to get back into doing, though, is drawing. Like, actual pen and paper drawing, or pencil and paper. I hate pen. Well, I don't hate pen. Sometimes my best work comes from pen when I'm just doodling. But it's been over 10 years since I actually got serious into drawing. And I got all the draw help books in the world. Well, not in the world, but all the draw help books in my library, which one day you'll see displayed somewhere. See displayed. Yeah. So, Hillbilly, are you playing bracket 3 tonight? Playing bracket 3? Wait, is that the mug you just showed off? No, this is not the mug. This is a Walmart towel thermos with my sticker on it. This is the mug. Yeah. That's the mug. The logo is really small. It's darker than the sticker. Yeah. Wes. Ooh. Bracket 5. Let's do it really quick. This is the mug. Yeah. With the really cool tokens inside. Because I put the tokens inside. Yeah. Yeah, the tokens. The custom tokens people are going to win in the giveaway. It's like bracket 3. 3.5 maybe? Alright, hold on. Why don't I do this? Here's the mug. It's like 16 ounces. Drink like this. Yeah, this is not the mug I'm sending, because this mug has a defect on it. When I do the giveaway, there's going to be another mug. You don't even have a bracket 5 deck. There's no bracket 5. But you're talking about CEDH. Right. I guess I'd be bracket 5. CEDH. CEDH. Ooh, boy. One hour ago. Nice. Yeah. I believe in you. You gotta believe in me. I boopity boop boopity doo boo. I gotta run. Good to see y'all. Good to see ya too. Obsession. Have a wonderful little. Well, I don't know if it's a vacation, if you call it that, but hope you have a wonderful time in Vegas. There you go. Have fun. Enjoy the cooler weather. In Vegas, it's still hot. Don't tell Feldy that. But anyways, my friends, thinking of, I gotta run. It's getting close to time where I need to start working up, setting up for tonight's game with MTG Hillbilly. We're gonna have a blast playing some Commander tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on MTG Hillbilly's channel. Yeah, that's right. That's right. If you don't know where that is, there will be a link in the chat very soon. Yeah. But yeah, with all that, my friends, I want to thank you for watching, hanging out with me, being awesome, being amazing. But we got to go because I got a couple things to do before I go play live and whatnot. So thanks for hanging out, being awesome. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Whoop whoop. See y'all later. Later, Insane.
Watching, simple that torture.